Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
This is the International English Language Testing System taking place on Friday, 2nd of November at ICL Candy. Center number is BN367. Candidate is Ubindu Dharmasena. Candidate number is 012307. Examiner is Chathu Singh and the examiner number is 433816. Good afternoon to you once again.
Good afternoon.
Before starting, can I have your identification, please?
Okay, please.
Okay. What is your full name?
Ubindu Randhir Dharmasena. By the way, you can call me Ubindu.
All right, Ubindu. Let's get started with where you come from actually. Where do you come from, and can you tell me a little bit about your hometown?
I come from Kandy, Waterpulluva. Kandy called the second largest capital in Sri Lanka. So there are so many attractions in my area, such as Mahavali River and the Temple of the Tooth Relic, Peradeniya Botanical Garden. And
so how long have you been living in your hometown?
I have been living since my childhood, so I enjoy our community in my area, and there are so many facilities such as infrastructure facilities and disability facilities.
So what is the best thing about your hometown?
I think the facilities and the community. When I talk about the facilities, we have high-rise flat and multi-story car park in Kandy area.
So you said the best thing is the facilities and the community. So how about the community in your hometown?
Yeah, community in my area. There are three all nations in my city: Sinhala and Catholics, and as well as the Muslim. So they are engaging with us and very friendly, and they are helping each other.
So will you be living in your hometown in the future?
Definitely, I hope to stay in my area because because all the things that I need I have in my area. So I prefer to live in my area in near future.
Alright, let's move on to another topic in part 1. This is about study. What subjects are you studying right now?
Currently, I am studying business management and accounting and the economic and the finance. So,
why did you decide to choose these subjects?
Because these all four subjects are related to the current situation in every human being. So, those are related to day-to-day activities.
So, do you enjoy learning the subject you are studying?
Yes, of course, because it is very interesting to learn, because day by day I can improve myself, as well as I can gain some knowledge from the other people.
So do you prefer to study in the mornings or in the afternoons?
I prefer to study in the morning because I'm a morning person. So most of the time I study around 4 a.m. and 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Early in the morning.
So how much time do you spend your studies each week?
It depends on time to time. So most probably I spend around 13 hours.
Okay, let's move on to another topic. It's about the animals. Are there wild animals in your country?
Definitely yes, there are so many wild animals in my country. There are so many national parks in my country, such as Yala and Vilpattu. We can see the wild elephants and leopards and other some black panthers in my country.
So have you ever been to a zoo or a safari park?
Yes, definitely. I when I was a child, I visited to zoo in Dehiwala. Also, we can have an experience in Kegol area. There is an open zoo. Also, in the Yala we can visit a wild safari. So it is very enjoyable. So I think those are the things.
What is the animal you like to see in the wild?
Most of the time I prefer to see wild elephants. So those are very beautiful, and the emotions and that elephant is very nice.
So are there TV programs about wild animals in your country?
Yes, of course. In most of the time, in the some TV channels such as Rupvahini, there was some TV programs about wild animals and extinct animals in my country. Also, we can see wild animals in National Geography and the other related TV commercials.
Okay, Vidhu, that is the end of part 1. Let's move on to part 2 of your test. Here you will be given a task card and there's a topic. You have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes and you have 1 minute for preparation. Here is your task card and your time starts now. Alright, till the time is up.
I have been asked to describe about someone I know who take good photos. Actually, it is the person called Ravindu who is currently working a famous photography studio in my area. So he is very talented person because he is taking wild animal photos as well as the wedding photos and the some event photos in my area. So he is very talented and I know him, I met him several times and he taught me some lessons about photography and he is very knowledgeable person. So the main thing he is taking place world photography event. So he won second place. So he is very good talented person to our country. So he is very friendly with every people to who visit his shop. So he is very interesting and nowadays he is studying some degree program about the photography. So he is very, I think he is a talented person and he will be very famous in around the world in near future. So I think that is the person I really think who take good photography and that is the person I really love to give my any event without any trouble.
Alright. So when did you meet this person for the first time?
I met him before 3 years. He came to our school to take part from a event which is held on I think 2017. So I talked to him and he gave his visiting card.
Has he covered any of your personal events?
Yes, of course. He covered my brother's wedding. So from then we made very close. So that's why I really interested about his photography.
Okay, let's move on to more questions on part 3 about photos in general. Do you think people today take more photos than they used to?
Definitely yes, because nowadays all the people are using smartphones. So they capture their moments in with their using smartphone. So it is very easy because in the previous time we had to carry a long heavy cameras for while we are traveling. Nowadays we don't need to carry around and go here and there a big camera. We can carry our phone and take good photos. So it is.
So what kind of photos do most people like to keep or send to other people?
I personally believe most of the youngers are taking selfies and their family and the pets and their loved ones photos because they can keep it their own. So most probably they were taking selfies. Most of the girls are taking selfies and
So do you think people should take lessons to learn how to take professional photos?
Yes, of course. As I mentioned earlier, if you are being a good photographer, we have to know some photography skills and what are the major changes in the background, and we must know editing skills. So I think if every person want to be a professional photographer, they need to have a good eye, and also they have a good professional skill learning system.
Alright, let's move on to more questions on media and photography. What are some of the differences between a written news story and a news story with photos?
Written news story, people have to read and get idea, and with the photos we can see what is the happen behind the story. So what are the major things we can see. If we are reading news, we have to imagine what is the story behind that. So that is the main difference about it.
So is it a positive development that news stations ask people to send in their own photos or news events as they are happening?
I'm not a professional about that, but I personally think if you are sending with the photos, everyone can understand the situation around that. So it is very easy to note down a news story. So it is very easy to create. That's why they asking photos and other related things.
Alright, Amina, that is the end of your test, and thank you.